Welcome back here to Torn Reels. Today I got Joe Jackson here with me.
First of all, no.
Look at your hair, bro.
No.
Tell me.
For real though.
You're like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that. No.
Yeah.
But like, no. Fucking Joe Jackson, never.
Today we're reviewing the new movie Michael. It came out Friday?
No.
Last
A
Friday?
while back.
When did it come out?
Was it last Friday?
It was last Friday. I think so.
No, it wasn't.
No, it came
Let me
out.
Look it up.
It was awesome. It was pretty dope.
I'll look it up right now.
We watched it. I think it's just the first installment. There's 2 installments of this movie, because it only goes up to, what is it? Shortly after the Victory Tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right. It ends right with the bad tour. Him performing Bad for the first time. And when did it come out? Did you see it?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
What did you find? What? You looking it up? Is it?
Yeah.
I'm almost certain.
It came out April
Friday.
24th.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, it came out like last Friday. Not the Friday that just passed, but
No,
last
Friday was the first.
Oh, it came out 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah.
Whatever. It came out at some point, but it was really good. I thought it was a very well done movie. Again, it was the first part of it. Jafar Jackson's debut in acting in general. Not even smaller roles. He just went straight into this, which a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's like nepotism," but I honestly think in the movie he did really fucking well.
Fantastic.
They couldn't have picked a better person for Michael. The trailers and like the media stuff that they showed of him, it didn't look like him in those one-off places that they used for the promotions. But in every other scene, he looked exactly like Michael.
He looked really close.
It was literally those 3 scenes that you see.
What people gotta understand is that's not gonna look identical to him because Jafar. There's no one's gonna look spot on.
But he looked pretty damn close.
He was pretty damn close. Like people said the same thing about Freddie Mercury. Like when they made the Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, you can't find anyone that looks like Freddie Mercury. However, what's his face? I can't remember his fucking name. Did a fantastic job looking like him.
He did a good job. He didn't look exactly like him, but he had the spirit there, which was what mattered as well.
Exactly.
But
if you're gonna take on a role of a superstar like Freddie Mercury or Michael Jackson, you have to portray them very well. Like I heard for the Elton John one, Taron Egerton, the guy that played Elton John. Apparently he was in it, like he was
good
in
actor
the role.
Too.
Yeah, it was a good
actor. I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie.
I never watched it. I heard it was really good. I never watched it though.
It was all right. It wasn't too bad. I think the actor did a great job though.
I love Sir Elton John. I was not a big fan
he's knighted.
To watch his biopic.
Yeah.
Like I did the same thing with Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley.
I
really watch it.
I don't know. I had a lot of problems with the Bob Marley one because while he was very political and everything like that, what was missing from it was a lot of the music creation. Like they took away a lot of the part where he was being creative, where he actually created his music, his style, all that stuff. Like his work with his brothers, all that stuff. Like they took a lot of that stuff out and left.
And the Howlers and Bob Marley and the Howlers and everything like that.
And you just miss a part of it. But I think they did very well with the Michael Jackson one. It had a lot of people. I know Paris Jackson, she stated that she didn't like it.
Neither did Janet.
Janet's a jealous bitch though. That's why.
Yeah.
But
that's
Paris
what Jermaine
Jackson
said. Imagine that. Jermaine told her they watched the premiere, not a premiere, but like a screening
of it. Yeah.
And Janet was like, "No, I don't fucking like it." And Jafar looked at her and goes, "You're just a jealous bitch." That's why. I was like,
Jafar or Jeremiah?
No.
Or Jermaine. I'm sorry.
Jermaine Jackson said it. I think it was Jermaine.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. If Jermaine Jackson said that, like, that's wild. Like, that's got to be.
That's crazy.
That's wild, dude. Like, and he pegged it right there because, like, I've always thought that Janet Jackson was always overjealous of.
Yeah, well,
Michael
of course,
Jackson.
because Janet wanted to be a superstar like Michael.
She literally had to show a titty to get like her name in the
right
anywhere, and we weren't even really talking about.
And don't get me wrong,
Justin Timberlake.
And don't get me wrong, I like the Jackson family, but none of them had a candle to fucking Michael.
Michael was.
None of them could hold a candle to Michael. And it's ridiculous.
But you see it in the movie while everyone else is with their girls or doing all that. Where was Michael? He had his own separate shed where it was his studio. That's all he did. He worked on his own music all the time.
all the time.
And
I will quote what he has said. I have to do it now, or God will give the idea to Prince.
Well,
Just great.
they acted quick because this one came out before Prince's.
No one really cares about Prince, TBH.
I like Prince. Prince is not bad.
He had, in my opinion, like 2 good songs.
No, he had a lot.
Which is like Purple Rain.
No, he had a lot of good songs. Purple Rain is like the worst song that he's had.
That's crazy.
Like, a lot of people love it. I actually don't like Purple Rain.
Purple Rain's
much.
amazing, bro.
No, I like. There's other songs that I like way more than fucking Purple Rain.
But speaking of songs, I liked the songs that they chose for the movie. However, there's better ones.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. When he's
Doves Cry by fucking Prince.
I don't
Great
like
song.
Doves Cry.
Oh, Doves Cry is so great.
Crazy.
Get the fuck out of here, you're tripping.
But like there's some songs where they play with the Jackson 5 that they didn't mention, like Rockin' Robin.
Rockin'
Robin was a really good song.
Way better than what is it? Working Days, right?
Working Day and Night. I didn't like it. I didn't really like that one. It's good, but I'm not a big fan of it. Fucking they had Torture, which is a really good Jackson song. They had what's another fucking good song from them? They had Cause Forever Came Today. That's a really good Jackson song. But they added good music. They showed the Thriller fucking movie. They didn't show what happens in the Thriller movie, because in the movie, in the actual show, not show, the clip of Thriller with Michael Jackson, that girl that's his like girlfriend at the time, she had a huge crush on Michael, and Michael had digged on her too, right? And she asked Michael, like, I'm supposed to kiss you. Where do you want me to kiss you? And Michael, being the dog that he is, he was like, I mean, you can kiss me wherever you want to kiss me. Shit. Dang. And so she kissed him on the lips. And
Dang.
Yeah, it was great.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like
he had that dog in him.
I don't know. I like the movie, and I like that it didn't shy away from like a lot of his health issues, like even the vitiligo, where he was very upfront about it, where it showed that it was like blending out his skin and all that stuff. But you know, he should have actually talked to Jordan Peterson. He would have found out a way to fucking cure that shit. That vitiligo shit with all meat, bro. All meat, bro. That's how Joe Rogan.
I do like that they briefly touched about the vitiligo. I wish they would have gone a little bit more into it, because that was a big thing for Michael.
He didn't just have it right here. He had it like
he had it all up in his skin and everything. But that was a really big thing for Michael, because he was very self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
So I wish they would have touched upon it a little fucking more.
I did like the fact that they touched on the nose thing.
Yeah.
Where he was like very traumatized because of Joe.
And everything like that. Yeah.
Which, by the way, Joe had a bigger nose than fucking
Right.
Jackson.
I was like,
for real, bro.
But I love how they got to show how Joe Jackson really was, how he really was.
Yeah.
Because the actor that played him, I can't remember his name, is
something Coleman.
Cole. I think that's like, I don't think it's Coleman. I think it's Cole something.
Oh man, we'll have to find it.
Whatever his name, it will be right here.
Yeah, I'll put it up here.
What's it called? He
did great, because I hated him.
He did a great. When an actor can do so great where you fucking hate the guy, him. Is a great like the girl from Harry Potter that played Umbridge.
Yeah,
she is one of the worst characters ever, and it's because she's a great actress.
Best actor though in all those movies is that guy that yells out for Cedric Diggory.
My boy,
he's for real. Oscar worthy.
That was Oscar worthy. But the guy that played Joe Jackson in this film, when he was doing those scenes with the young Michael, he would get so upset, because he's like, I hate fucking playing Joe. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I can see
and he
it.
goes, and so he would randomly give the kid a hug, because he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to treat you like shit.
I mean, even like, and you see it with Jafar Jackson, where he has those heartbreaking looks on his face that and now looking back at his life, you saw a lot of interviews with Michael where he had that look on his face. Mm-hmm. Even right before, as he was trying to put up a good face, and then all of a sudden you see, oh, so he must have had an encounter with Joe right before this interview, because he had
a lot of times Joe Jackson was running out of money, because his whole thing was the Jackson 5, right? So he had been running out of money for quite a while. Don't get me wrong, he still had millions of dollars, but like he was running out of money, and he would randomly call up Michael and tell him, hey, like, you know, how's my son doing? I miss you and everything. And Michael would just answer, what do you want, Joseph? Like, what do you want? Like, I'm far too busy to deal with your shit. What do you want?
Yeah.
And he would always ask for money. And then, like, one day he called, and Michael told him, no, I'm not going to give you money. I hung up on him. And immediately called Janet, I think. Oh, no, Latoya. Sorry. Latoya. And he goes, guess what? And he goes, Joseph called me for more money. And Latoya was like, Did you give him money? He goes, fuck no. He goes, I'm not gonna give him money. It's like if you're a terrible father, bro, you can't just expect.
You can't do that. You can't
You-
just go back and expect that everything's gonna be all right
Exactly,
as rain.
all hunky dory. It's not gonna.
It's because it's
work like
not.
that.
You know what I mean? And it's a well known fact of what Joseph did. Like, yes, he's part of the reason why Michael Jackson became as famous as he did, but it doesn't justify the things
The
that he
route
did.
you took.
Right. Now, I'm a very strong believer. I know a lot of people disagree with me. I'm a very strong believer that these people who do like the greatest things in the world, that they're like the excellent at everything they do, is because they have a lot of trauma behind them. Like, look at any real famous comedian, look at any real famous musician, anything like that. They all basically do it because they have some form of trauma, some big form of trauma, and that was his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you were mentioning it when we were on our way here about Wesley Snipes and him having a little clip in a video where Michael Jackson breaks character. And it's like, hey, first of all, that's unlike Michael Jackson to break a performer character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a performer through and through before anything. And then to let it be known that it was so effective, like that Wesley Snipes had to kind of be like,
Yeah,
hey, bro, what's going
when
on?
when they did that, so what happens is that Wesley Snipes in that clip, he's like pushing Michael and talking shit, right? Which is what's supposed to be in the fucking script, but I guess it didn't cross Michael's mind that it would fuck him up,
Yeah.
and it would remind him of his dad. And so when he breaks character, Wesley, you can't see it because they edited it out, but in an interview, Wesley Snipes is looking at the director like, do we stop or like, because he's not acting, like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
letting y'all
being
know
acting.
it stopped being acting once he moved me. So I would suggest stopping.
Let's take a break. Let's
Yeah,
figure it out
and
here.
they didn't want to stop. Neither did Michael. Michael didn't want to stop because he kept going with the scene. So Wesley was like, sure, I guess,
Do it.
and I'm an actor, I will do it. But he felt so bad for Michael because he was like, that wasn't acting, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that stopped being acting. Like,
You know, there's only one person in this movie that I thought was very underrated, and I still think he's very underrated. He's an actor that people don't really like, but at the same time, well, I mean, they like him. It's just he hasn't had a lot of big roles. I don't know. I think ever since that one movie where he's playing the drums. What is it? Fuck, with the guy who plays J. Jonah Jameson. What's his name? What's the name of that song?
wait, the movie's called Whiplash.
Whiplash. Thank you. So that actor, James Teller, who plays in Whiplash, is the kid. He's a great actor, and he fucking plays Michael Jackson's new manager, where he tries to tell him, where he's like,
Oh
telling
shit, is
him-
that really him?
Yeah, it's him.
Oh shit,
Yeah, it's him.
I didn't even recognize him.
Yep,
That's crazy.
it's him. It's the guy from Whiplash. He also does War Dogs, and he did that one movie with Vinny Pazzi, whatever, the boxer that got paralyzed,
Mhm.
and then he got himself unparalyzed. Yeah, it's wild. It's a great movie. Check it out.
great,
But
yeah.
anyway, his name is James Teller. I think he's a very underrated actor. I think he's really fucking good. I've always liked him in all his work, and he was in Michael Jackson. He was in the Michael Jackson biopic. He did such a good job at playing him. He did such a good job, even the way when he was like, "You want me to fire Joe Jackson, your dad?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "How would you like me to do that?" Like, quickest. He goes, "Bet." And he fucking sends him a fax. Like,
That was so
that was
disrespectful,
cold.
bro. And look, I'm not saying Joe Jackson has any right to be upset or anything like that. But if I was Joe, I'll be fucking up someone.
Oh, bro, I would have lit places on fire.
Someone would have gotten punched because
I
you
would've
ain't
shot
gonna
his
just
ass.
fax me, my guy.
Bro, that's like getting broken up with via text.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Or when the girl hits you with the "it's not you, it's me" type thing.
It's not you,
Like,
it's me.
fuck you, bro.
Bro, getting broken up with by carrier pigeon is wild.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
It's
But this
insane.
movie was truly astounding.
What's more insane than that is that since Michael Jackson lived at the house still, is the fact that this guy, the new manager, had to come over to talk to Michael Jackson and would sit in the living room of Joe Jackson.
Yep.
Bro, I would have shot somebody.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sit. You replace me. And you're gonna sit in my
bro.
fucking living room. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Honestly, I do like how they showed So these are the things that really caught my attention about this movie, and that I really love that they added. They added that Michael Jackson was a huge Disney fan.
Yep.
He loved Disney.
His obsession with Peter Pan and
His
Neverland.
obsession with Peter Pan was amazing. They did mention "We Are the World," which briefly, but they didn't. They didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I noticed though that they didn't mention Live Aid, which was in the same time as Bohemian Rhapsody, because in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, they didn't mention Michael because Michael had something else better to do. Which not better to do. But
I actually think they did mention Jackson in Bohemian.
I think so.
Because I think they're talking about Live Aid, and Freddie says, "Is Jackson gonna be there?" Because he says everyone big is gonna be there, and I think he says, "Is Jackson gonna be there?" He goes, "No, he's working on something right now. He wasn't able to make it."
Yeah,
or something. Like,
but
it's
in
brief.
reality,
It's brief.
reality, what happened with Live Aid is that he was working on the Thriller album, so he
Which, to
didn't-
be fair,
well, yeah, for real. But so he didn't go. But they didn't mention that, so I was like, oh shit, they're not gonna mention it. That's crazy. But We Are the World was a big topic that happened in that same relative era. I call it the Black Michael Jackson because he was still black. So in the Black Michael Jackson era, that's where that's.
and I'm the bad one.
You wanted to maim children. I want to hear you.
Stop that. I didn't completely disagree with Joe.
Tyler, you want to join me on this? You want to join me on this? Didn't he not talk about maiming children?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should maim children. I'm just saying I don't completely disagree with Joe Jackson.
I do not want my face on this clip. Thank you.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Coward. But
Wild.
so I love that they mentioned those little anecdotes and everything like that.
Like hot take, but maybe Joe had a point.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Buckin, I love that they mentioned all those things.
Yeah.
I love watching Billie Jean live. That was fucking insane.
Yeah, dude.
When he does the first moonwalk ever, it was crazy.
The first Billie Jean performance.
I
like how they told him like, oh, he can work on his album at night, and he was like, cool, whatever. And he still fucking made the best records.
We gotta also remember that guy, that Michael Jackson was not only one of the not one of, I'm sorry, not
The.
he was the best artist of all time, but he got there because he actually had a passion of what he was doing.
Right.
There's legends throughout all of music. Okay, we have Queen, we have the Queen. Sorry, I should say that.
You have a lot of people.
The Queen. We have Bob Marley. We have Kurt Cobain.
Bowie,
We have
you have
Bowie. We have sure Prince. Michael Jackson.
Sure, Prince.
James Brown.
Yeah. And all those people got there because they were obsessed with what they do. Like literally unhealthily obsessed.
Prince, but sure.
Even Prince.
Minus
I think Prince was very talented.
He
wasn't as talented as Michael.
He was talented, but he was a bitch. So I mean, whatever.
Sure.
Whatever.
You can only wear purple thongs so often before.
It really really goes up on you.
Yeah. Literally goes up on you.
Literally. That's why he tried to mimic the high foot. Whatever. We'll get there.
We'll wait for the Prince biopic.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Sure.
Sure, I guess. But that's the thing that I like, and the things that I told Sean when we got out of the movie, the things that I didn't like about this movie are only two things, and it's because I'm very, very nitpicky. The one thing is they didn't hire a lot of fans, and it pisses me off because there was not even close to how many fans would park outside of his house.
I wonder how they're gonna do the Super Bowl performance.
They're gonna mention it. They're gonna 100% mention it.
No, they got to do it. They got to do it because that was a world record. Like that was a legit world record that he did, where he just stood there and he was in a standing ovation for like 3.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. They're also gonna do the concert in Germany, I think, where there was a technical issue and he was just standing there, and for like 6 minutes people were just passing out. That was it.
Amazing.
Just passing out.
Man,
I was
how big do you have to be to just have people pass out just from you standing there?
You know how mad I would be as an audience member that passes out?
Yeah, I missed the whole show.
I missed the entire show.
And you're going to take me to the hospital.
Yeah, and then I'm not going to be there. Like, I didn't watch my concert. I spent money on it, and I didn't even get to see it.
But that was a hell of a 5 seconds, though.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell of a 5 seconds.
All I got to say is that this movie was absolutely perfect. For a while, when it came to biopics, I was like, no one's going to beat Bohemian Rhapsody. There's no way. And I didn't think they were going to make a Michael Jackson biopic. They had never spit about Michael Jackson.
Right.
So the fact that they released it and topped Bohemian Rhapsody is crazy.
Like
to me.
you see, and no diss on any of the fucking biopics that have come by, at all. Very good. You see, Walk the Line. Walk the Line has a very dynamic way of how they position the camera to show him playing.
To
right?
Joaquin Phoenix holding the guitar
Yeah,
fucking up here
going
and
like
shit.
going like that, looking at June Carter,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. It was very dynamic the way it was filmed. With Elton John, it was filmed more like I would say rugged. Like it was filmed more to show like the complexity of his pieces, the complexity of his
Well,
playing,
apparently,
how
from
his
what
dynamic
I heard is that the Rocket Man, I think it's called Rocket Man, the Elton John biopic, right? What I heard is that they focused more on his drug abuse and him coming out
Right.
as gay and everything like
Right,
that.
right.
Which, fine.
But but what I'm
Right.
talking about is just the performance scenes.
Right.
So the performance scenes with Joaquin Phoenix were very dynamic, like dynamic. It showed more theatrically how he was performing. With Elton John's, it showed it more, I guess, rugged, where it showed like more of an internal battle, like
Of
him
him being
struggling
gay
with drugs,
and,
him being
yeah.
him being gay, all that
With
stuff.
gay?
With gay,
With
with
gay.
dick, one would
with
say.
dick, with schlong, if you
The
prefer.
one with thy cock, you know.
Thine,
Thine
Thine, thine cock.
But like it shows that bit of a conflict with Bohemian Rhapsody. It made it epic. It made it like grander than life. You saw Freddie Mercury over, Glastonbury
Yeah.
or not Glastonbury, Wembley,
Wembley Stadium.
Wembley Stadium, like larger than life. All his performances were larger than life and everything. They did something different with Michael Jackson's.
Mm-hmm.
They made it action. They made his performances action. You were there watching every little movement that Michael Jackson would do, every point,
And
down,
every camera, every time there was a camera on Michael when he was performing, it was always moving.
yeah, it was moving.
There was,
it was
never like a still pose.
It was an
where he was
action
doing-
scene, dancing. It's
Yeah.
like watching,
Agreed.
and this is a very rough thing. It's like watching like a scene from like a fighting scene, like a movie like Creed or Rocky or whatever, right? Or even like one of the martial arts movies.
Or even Warrior. Warrior was
Or,
like fucking,
Warrior, like that, where it's like moving and all shaking. You can tell that there's a lot of stress on the fighter and everything, except it was with his dancing. So it showed not just the pressure that he had on him, but the perfection, the precision that he had with every little gesture, every little movement, every little thing was done with such care, and it's reflected that way when it's filmed.
Let me explain to you what makes this movie the best. Okay, Jafar Jackson, right? Given that he's his nephew and everything like that, was when he was practicing to be Michael, right? There was times where he was practicing for days on end, which you gotta, right? And he was so sore that he couldn't even feel his feet. His legs were tired. He was like, I don't want to do this. And he kept saying to himself, like, what would Michael Jackson do? And what he would do is he would get back up and keep practicing. I was like, because Michael Jackson was such a perfectionist and such a,
That's what made him great.
yeah,
That's what made him great.
yeah.
But he always said it out loud. He hates touring.
Yeah, he hates fucking touring.
He
He's
hates
like,
touring. He hates
it takes so much of my time.
There's that interview where he's like, where they're
I
talking
love
about,
touring.
Yeah, where they're talking to him about touring. He goes, I can't stand touring. It's the worst thing in the world. No. You got to make it sound like it's great.
But I
And then
don't like it.
But I don't like it. Why would I do that? And then they show the camera. I love touring. It's the greatest. All the connections and everything. And then they cut off. He goes, Are we done? Yeah. I hate touring.
I fucking hate touring. But and
I get it though.
the second complaint that I had about this movie, and again, it's just me being nitpicky, is it didn't show to the full extent of how much of a humanitarian and an angel this motherfucker was.
Right.
Yes, you got to see him interact with people from the burn ward and give 7 figures to the motherfuckers.
Bro, the fact that he was like,
Like-
how much are we making off of this? And he goes, oh, about 7 figures. He goes, yeah, just donate it all to the burn ward. It's like, what?
But you didn't see how like, and they showed that he would go to around hospitals and everything like that, giving gifts and everything like that. But there was so much more that he would do as a humanitarian. It was just incredible.
I think if they don't mention We Are the World in the second one, it's going to be a real shame for the movie because of the fact that it was a big thing for him.
And not only that, not only was it a big thing, it was a big thing for all the people that were there. Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, Lionel Richie, who else was it? Stevie Wonder,
Tom Jones.
All of them had just got out of like performing. They were all doing concerts.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen went from one concert to that recording system and recorded his part.
Yeah. Also, Bruce Springsteen took about 12 hours to record his part because he did
he was
not like it.
yeah, he didn't like it. He
He's like,
hated
"No,
it.
it sounds like shit."
Yeah.
It's like, to be fair, all your albums, but okay,
Whatever.
we'll do it again.
But
That's fine.
hey, he sounded great.
Yeah.
You want to know? Want to know a fun fact about the "We Are the World"? Prince hated it. Prince hated that whole song.
Yeah, well, we
He
all
got-
hated your song.
He thought seriously. He thought it was the most stupidest song ever. And they like
you have a song called Doves Cry.
right. Michael Jackson
song.
offered Prince. He goes, "Do you want to come and you can sing a part?" And Prince was like, "No." He goes, "I'm not gonna go in there sing that stupid song." He goes, "But if you want," he goes, in my own studio, I'll record a guitar solo and I'll send it to you." And Quincy Jones was like, "No, I'm
No,
good.
it's okay."
I'd rather not have you." And so he wasn't in it.
I wouldn't have.
And and Prince, and even till the day that Prince had died, there's times where Prince would go on stage and they would be all singing "We Are the World," and they would hand him the mic and he was like, "No, I'm good." And he goes, "I didn't like the disrespect that Quincy Jones gave me."
You disrespected it too.
Right. That's why I was like, don't fucking cry. Like,
yeah, don't get mad.
you're
Doves
a bitch.
Cry.
Yeah, doves cry, but like fuck off. But I don't like I'm not a big fan of Prince because of how he acts. That's why.
I'm not a big fan of Prince for other things, but
That too, but whatever. I'm going by specifically how they act. That's why I was never a big fan of Prince because, like, even like let me give you guys another piece of history. Not John Brown. John Brown. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna stay with it. John Brown.
James Brown, for those who don't know,
For those who don't know who that is, James
get
Brown.
up on that thing.
Get up off of that thing. Off of that
Oh,
thing.
off that thing. Sorry.
All right, he was about to come. That's what that was.
Whatever.
Get up
Yeah,
off
dude.
of that thing.
He was trying to give you like a warning, bro. A heads up. Get up.
He was trying to get his dismount in.
Yeah, dude. How you gonna be on top of me and I still gotta work in a dismount?
So let me explain something to you guys. James Brown, I don't know how, but he was the sex symbol of that era. Okay, I don't know how. If look up James Brown and you
My
tell me
dude
how.
literally looked like what I imagine Bill Cosby's pudding pop saying is.
Yeah, for real.
Like that's what I pictured.
real.
I picture James Brown.
But he was a sex symbol in that time, time of Motown and everything like that. He was the sex symbol
and cocaine.
and cocaine.
It was primarily the cocaine.
It was 100% the cocaine.
if
There's
you
no
had
way.
cocaine and James Brown had cocaine,
If you guys can post production, put James Brown picture right here. You'll see what I'm talking about.
he's literally the white Austin Powers.
He is literally what you see behind the
I'm
couch.
sorry, he's the black Austin Powers. Sorry, not white.
He's literally what you see behind the couch when you in the Dust Bunnies. Exactly the
That's
same.
disrespectful.
That's a human version. But
That's disrespectful.
James Brown was one day doing a concert for a bunch of celebrities and everything like
What
that.
he doesn't spy on people with his cameras.
That. And he heard that Michael Jackson was in the house. So he calls Michael Jackson up and he tells, "Hey, Michael Jackson, do something for the crowd." Michael Jackson says, "I love you." He does a little dance and done. Michael Jackson has the courtesy to be like, "Hey, introduce Prince. Prince is here. He's in the back. Introduce him." So that way we're all up together and we're all the pinnacles. You know what I mean? We're all the pinnacles of everything. Michael Jackson being the king, the sex symbol, and then Prince, who is the prince of pop, right? Prince got up there. He started playing his guitar. He started moaning into the mic for some odd reason, and no one cheered because Prince. And he threw a tantrum and walked off and threw some shit and he got upset. It's those things that show an artist and a legend.
Yeah.
Prince was an artist, not a good one, but an artist.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Exactly. And then, is that really what he went by?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
And he wouldn't talk to anybody, so he would whisper to his handler, and his handler would talk for him in interviews, and he would be like covered up completely. And also, when they did take off the covering, he had "slave" written on his fucking cheek, like Nelly style, but except it said "slave."
He's so. Hopefully, they don't make a biopic of it.
And then he wore all red with like gown gloves.
Yeah, he did that because he wanted to match Michael Jackson. We'll get there.
We'll get
We'll
there.
get there. Well, that's a whole different topic.
That's part 2.
I can do a whole podcast just on that, but whatever. But what was I saying? That's the difference between artists and legends. And that's why I'm so glad that whenever they make a biopic, it's about someone who deserves it, honestly.
Yeah. Michael Jackson was weird and unusual, but he was weird and unusual. Prince was a tryhard, was one of those people who were like, I'm weird, so I giggle and say rar, while Michael Jackson's like,
Sure.
I think this is pretty cool. Does 3 squats and move on.
Yeah.
Like,
What it is that Michael Jackson was getting big because he was weird.
yeah, because
He was genuinely
He's
weird. And Prince
No
saw
one
that.
dresses like a general. Or
And
in a, or
Prince,
in a fucking marching
Prince
band
saw
outfit.
that and was like, "Oh, I can get on that bandwagon. I can be weird." It's like, no, you can't.
When you walk around with a monkey, you're a different kind of weird.
Hey. Bubbles the monkey
It's still alive.
is still alive.
And he saw Jafar and he
Yeah.
smiled at him.
He gave him a hug.
He probably thought it was Michael.
He gave him a huge hug.
He probably looked at him and thought it was Michael and said, "Oh, Michael."
Did you hear what happened at the preview for the Michael Jackson movie? No. So there's an impersonator named fucking something.
Oh, the white guy, right? The white Asian guy.
Well, it's not Asian. He's like Brazilian or something.
And he was upset that he didn't get cast.
Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna get there right now. So one, he looks like Michael Jackson when he's white, right?
Yeah.
I give him he
Which
looks,
so does every other like 40-year-old woman.
right, and Miranda Cosgrove. Whatever though.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Whatever. If we're gonna go there, then I guess. He look. Fuck you, dude.
Miranda Cosgrove.
I loved Michael in School of Rock, bro. It's incredible.
That's my favorite movie.
That's
bro.
my favorite
Michael
movie,
Jackson.
bro. It's crazy.
Young Michael in School of Rock.
For real, dude.
You're such an asshole.
Well, I mean, she does, bro. Have you seen her when she was really skinny?
Hey, she's still really skinny. She's like totally undeveloped at all.
Totally
It's so
undeveloped.
wild.
Crazy.
She's so undeveloped, bro. It's
Crazy.
like, bro, how do you still look 12 and a half?
Honestly, though, like you're like 42, bro. Like, come
You're
on.
literally in your 40s. How do you still look?
How do you
12 and a
still
half?
look 12 and a half? It's crazy. But what was I fucking saying now? You made me lose my fucking train of thought, bitch.
Miranda Cosgrove looks like Michael Jackson.
Tyler, dude, y'all can't see Tyler. Tyler immediately shook his head, bro.
I can no longer breathe. Oh my god.
What is your opinion on that?
That's the most accurate thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was good. That was funny. Like, I'm upset for her, but that was funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Fabio. His name is Fabio something. Fabio got mad that he wasn't casted as Michael Jackson for the new biopic, right? He was also getting mad that Jafar didn't look like Michael Jackson,
He did.
which
Whatever.
I thought he did. He looked not identical, but like right
Fucking
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. I've never liked that with like, oh, they have to look 100% identical.
don't.
It's like, it's not just the looking. You have to have the
Talent.
feel of it.
Yeah.
You have to incorporate that person.
You have to have both.
Yes.
It like, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Joaquin Phoenix does not look like Johnny Cash
At all.
No.
But he feels like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I can go. Okay, I can kind of see it.
That guy that played Freddie Mercury does not look like Freddie Mercury.
At all one bit. But he acts
was
and
Freddie
moves
Mercury.
like
Like
Freddie.
exactly. And so Fabio got mad that he wasn't casted,
I'm more mad that his name's Fabio.
right? And that Jafar didn't look like Michael, right? The other thing that he got mad at was he thought well, no, he didn't get mad. Let me explain. Janet Jackson got very distraught during the preview because Fabio appeared, and imagine a person that looks very similar to like, let's say Tyler or something like that, and Tyler had died. You're gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck? And he really does look like Michael Jackson. So when he walked down the aisle, fucking Janet Jackson was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And like Jafar Jackson kept his distance. He was like, I don't want to even. Hi,
not even
hello,
gonna be
how
here."
you doing? That's it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do that. But it's fucking crazy. I don't like how Fabio reacted though. Fabio was very, very.
Well, that's why he's
very
off TikTok now. That's why no one likes him
Exactly,
anymore.
and he was very, very disrespectful to the whole.
Bro,
Jackson
disrespectful is what you did to Miranda Cosgrove, bro. She's if you ever get famous, Miranda Cosgrove
she's
is
gonna
gonna
hate
have
me.
a fucking doozy, bro.
Dude,
She's
I
gonna write a
hope she
book about you.
beats you on the red carpet.
Her and Aquafina, because we roasted the fuck out of Aquafina.
Which one's Aquafina?
The one with the raspy ass voice, Shang-Chi, in Shang-Chi.
What? Which one?
Oh, I thought you were thinking of the water.
Which one did we do? Which one did we do?
We reviewed. I think it was Shang-Chi, and
And to be fair,
Her
no
name's
one
Aquafina.
remembers that movie.
honestly
Yeah.
though,
No,
hey, that,
dude, you
that
can watch
movie
the
is better.
10
Hey,
times and not
hey,
remember
hold
it.
on. We saw a trailer of Supergirl, bro.
She's hot. Movie's not.
Why bother?
I haven't even watched it.
She's
Don't-
I
getting
didn't even
drunk
know it
the
was
whole
happening.
movie.
Don't.
The whole trailer, she's just like getting drunk. She's like
That's-
shit faced.
I understand the story it's coming from, and they're gonna fuck it up.
And the super girl symbol looks like an autistic person drew it.
Yeah, because she was drunk.
Yeah. It just
To be fair,
it,
also Superman.
but like, why bother though?
Yeah. Like at that point, don't even do it. But it was a great movie. The fucking Michael Jackson biopic.
The
was great.
Michael Jackson biopic is great.
Oh, bro,
What would
dude,
you
you're
give
gonna
it?
You're gonna get sued by Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah,
I
probably.
swear to fucking God, she's gonna sue your ass.
Probably.
That is automatic defamation.
How is she gonna sue him? She's gonna have to ask her parents to get a lawyer.
Damn. I don't think Joe Jackson
Yeah,
would let
whoa,
her
whoa, whoa! You don't
sue,
get to
but
go
I guess.
Dick.
after everything you've said. You don't go. You don't get to.
I've never said anything bad. I've only said great
Now
things.
you're lying.
I'm just saying, I don't think Joe Jackson would let her. But
I hate you. Joe Jackson's dead, and Miranda Cosgrove is gonna sue the fuck out of you for defamation, bro. That's disrespectful. If it was me, I'm looking for prison time. Like I'm asking for prison time.
prison time is crazy.
I'm asking for prison time. I'd be like, hey, bro, how dare
Prison
you?
time's insane though.
Like if you called me like Heimlich from Bug's Life, I'm going for prison time.
Heimlich
like
is
minimum. Like you're spending at least 60 days.
60 days, no
60
community
days.
service.
Nothing. And it's not even like in county. Like you're going to Fed. Like you go into prison, dog. You're going with old
Alcatraz
Sparky.
and
you
shit.
need, like,
Bro.
death row.
Bro, and that is still too merciful.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Call me that
23
shit.
hours in and 1 out.
That's fucking
Bro,
crazy.
with an imaginary basketball.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself.
I made that.
I think that's way more insulting, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, just take the hoop out.
No, because you can make a weapon out of a basketball.
Dude,
You can
you're
make
in
a weapon
you're
out
in
of the hoop.
You're in a freaking cage.
You can't make a weapon out of the hoop. You have to detach it.
right.
With a basketball, you could just deflate it.
To be fair, if they can't figure out a hoop is missing, they deserve to not be guards.
True. We're gonna do movie just so I can explain the basketball one at some point. We're gonna do the movie I Love You, Philip Morris.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I thought we were gonna
It's
do
great.
the longest yard.
No, we're gonna do I Love You, Philip Morris because he's the reason why the guy that Jim Carrey plays is the reason why basketballs are no longer allowed in Supermax prisons
Oh, nice.
because he escaped using a basketball.
Crazy.
He escaped using a shoe, which is also why they don't allow you to use certain shoes and they don't allow you to use laces. He also lied and said he was HIV positive and came back to visit his boyfriend as his boyfriend's lawyer, and no one noticed.
Yep.
There's a lot of problems with the justice system.
Yeah, for real. So, what would you give this Michael Jackson biopic?
10. It was great. It was
Agreed.
fucking phenomenal.
Me and Sean don't usually agree on ratings, nor do we give movies usually 10s. We usually have something wrong with them.
10. It was
There are some dramatized scenes. There are some scenes that probably didn't exist,
yeah.
as there was for Bohemian Rhapsody, as there was for Johnny Cash, everything.
We saw it with Beat It. They changed his shirt. It was blue
Exactly.
and it
They
was
changed.
white,
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So, I give this a 10 out of 10.
10 out of
Honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't say this often. This has replaced in my standards of top 10 movies. This has replaced all of them, and it's now number 1.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like for all the people out there that are like, oh no, I could give this movie a 9 or an 8 or whatever, you're lying. You're really lying. And like I hate to be that guy because I know it's like, oh, it's based on personal opinion. There unless you can give me a solid piece of evidence why not to like it, there's pretty much no reason why you should
I
like
can.
it.
The argument.
What?
No Fabio.
Nah.
No Miranda
The
Cosgrove.
It's
that.
a 1.
I don't know. I was waiting for Jack Black to appear, but I don't know if that's the right movie.
Where's your friend Sam?
Right.
Like let's
for
do
real.
this.
Like,
Is she
where's
writing
Drake
another-
and Josh, bro?
Is Sam writing another book about her mom? It's like she's
Nah.
dead. You should have just told her when she was alive.
That honestly. But the people that have issues with this movie is because there's certain scenes that didn't portray that never happened or that were dramatized for the movie.
But it's for the
It's like that's the fucking point. That's the movie. And do you know that when they made this biopic that they thought that no one was gonna see it?
Why would nobody see it?
Because this new generation doesn't really recognize Michael Jackson.
That's absolutely
Apparently-
a lie.
apparently.
That's absolutely a lie.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's absolutely a lie.
There was someone. So Taylor Swift released an album not too long ago. I think like a couple days ago or a week ago. And I want to call it. I'm gonna call it a random name. It's not that name, okay? It's like Autumn or something like that. Some bullshit.
If I look it up
Wait,
right now and it is
I have a
autumn,
question.
I'm gonna hit you.
How did Taylor release a new album? Isn't she still getting married to that guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it.
I
has to
know.
be a-
Well,
How is their new
that's what
music?
I was wondering. I was like, what breakup songs are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do?
That's crazy.
Did you go back to high school again,
Right for the 18th time,
bro?
or
She's
whatever.
50. Like, how are you still thinking about high school?
So
breakups?
for real, so she released a new album, right? And some chick, I don't know who she was, posted that album, right? That one album that she released is better than Michael Jackson's whole discography. I was like,
Stupid.
imagine. I was like, and someone commented, I just want you to know that the song Thriller, it did way more sales than that album by itself.
I don't even think you have to go that far.
Yeah, that's too much. That's an epic song.
I actually was looking at some of this stuff out because I thought eventually you guys were going to do this movie. And as an outsider's perspective, I'm not as big a Michael Jackson fan as you guys are.
Right.
Now I see it where every other star, like especially in that genre of music, is just trying to be Michael. They're not doing their own thing. They're literally just, oh, did I beat Michael's numbers? Did I do, am I as big as he was? Like, you're not even doing your own thing. You're just being him.
The only person that can kind of get away with it is Bruno Mars. And Bruno Mars
Maybe.
is not
But-
even trying to do it. It's
And,
just
and
who
that's
he is.
maybe though.
Yeah.
And that's maybe.
And
It's
that's
But
just who
he's
he is.
not as big as I'm talking like they're trying to be as big as him. It's like you're not.
Let
even
me
close.
explain
It's not
something
the
to you. Let me
same.
explain
hang
something
on.
to you.
Bruno Mars is pretty big. He writes music for the artists. He's done like a lot of #1 hits are
But
from
not
Bruno
Michael.
Mars.
A lot
But
of
not Michael.
people.
Say what?
But not Michael big.
No,
True. No, not
but
Michael.
no
That's
one
what
is
I
ever
mean,
gonna
like-
be
like-
Michael Big.
But no one's
though.
gonna be. That's a
but
ridiculous
they're
standard.
so many of them are so desperate to just be that, and I think I don't really know much about Bruno Mars, but from whatever I've seen, he is just doing his own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just happens to kind of be like Michael.
In that
Let me
stylish,
explain-
yeah.
But
let me
he's
explain
not
to you
like,
something.
oh, I'm doing everything. I'm doing a new Thriller. I'm doing
No, he's
like,
just doing
just-
him.
he
Let
just
me
happens to be
explain. Let me
in
explain
that
something to you guys.
thing.
That's
that
really
lane.
that to
Yeah.
me was really fun and really interesting. Okay, people have said, and I disagree, and so does he. But let me explain. Okay, people have said that Chris Brown was the next Michael Jackson. That was gonna be the next Michael Jackson. I disagree 100%, and so did he.
Well, yeah.
Let me explain to you why he did though. Okay,
So
so
he
they
backhanded Rihanna
Who?
like Joe.
not only that, but
Wait, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, yeah. Fuck, I don't know how to explain it.
He beat up Rihanna.
Oh yeah,
That
okay.
guy.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Okay,
All right.
so
See?
they had interviewed him and they were like, "Hey, like, how does it feel like being called the next Michael Jackson or the up and comer of Michael Jackson?" He goes, "That's incredibly false." He goes, "Let me explain to you why." He goes, "Because I wouldn't be here without that motherfucker."
Yeah.
He goes, "I have a whole shrine in my house just dedicated to Michael Jackson." He goes, "I would not be here as an artist. None of us would be here as an artist if Michael Jackson didn't fucking set the floor for us."
And I'm telling you, Chris Brown took a lot of lessons from Joe Jackson, bro. Like that backhand swing, that racket swing, that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
Joe. That's all Joe. That was no inspiration from Michael Jackson.
They didn't show him beating on his mom.
They didn't show the way Joe Jackson actually beat them. He never really he beat him with the belt, but not really. He would make him grab switches. The fucking plants from outside. It's like this really long straw one, and you rip it off, and basically
Yeah,
if
it's a
like-
reed.
yeah, it's green enough, it's flexible, so you can use it as a
whip.
a whip. Kids that grew up in that era or with that wised up and would get browner ones because when you hit the browner ones, they're hollow and they're not as thick, so it's like a light tap. It's like, you know what I mean? It just sounds impactful. So a lot of the guys would do that, and the only reason I know that is because I read it that Michael Jackson would do that. He would find the more browner ones because he would get hit all the fucking time. So it would just be hollow and not feel as bad. Especially imagine you got the shit kicked out of you, and then now you have to dance.
It would hurt. It would hurt like hell.
Yeah, dude.
But I did like that Chris Brown even mentioned that he's like, "I'm not on that level. Like, relax."
yeah, but no one is.
But no one.
But no one is.
That's the thing. Like what Tyler said. A lot of these new up and coming stars and everything like that want to become bigger, or if not as big as Michael Jackson.
Imagine having so much talent like Michael Jackson that you recorded an album and tucked it away and said, "This is the worst fucking pile of garbage that I've ever created in my life. This is the lowest point of my career." And you die and it releases and hits number one for decades.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that you thought was absolute garbage.
I actually don't think you have to go that far, Sean. You guys have already actually brought it up. He stood on a stage during the Super Bowl, and people were more happy to see him than the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I watched a video of that performance recently.
Great.
One of the first comments is like, "Oh man, it's really nice of Michael Jackson to allow the Super Bowl during his concert."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's literally
You know
what
that whole
happened.
Super Bowl thing was not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So the NFL had asked him, "Hey, like, can we have you for the Super Bowl?" And Michael was like, "No, I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mood. I don't like that. I don't like doing that. I'm not gonna do it." I don't know what happened. I found a video that explains it, but I don't know what happened. The NFL were able to convince him by paying him a shit ton of money.
But I don't think it went to him. I think it went to something that
That's
he
what I
was
was
caring
saying.
about. Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I was about to get there. They were gonna pay him a lot of money, but
wasn't it going to like the African child thing?
it was something.
either
It
going
was
to
something
that
else.
or
I
some
don't know.
type
It
of
was something
hospital
else.
thing. Like
Yeah,
some type
it was
of
something
charity.
about health. Yeah, something. I think it was like curing something. But he only agreed because they were paying him a shit ton of money. They wanted to pay him the artist fee that everyone has, which is like I'm gonna give you a rough number. It's not the
Yeah,
number,
it's
but
not.
they were gonna try to pay him like 10 grand. And Michael was like,
Which, by the
no.
way, now in Super Bowl, you don't get paid.
No.
It's free.
Yeah,
You have to pay.
yeah.
So wild.
But the NFL wanted him to be it, but they wanted to charge
Who
like
doesn't?
they only wanted to pay him like 10 grand, and Michael was like, no.
Which, by the way, since we're talking about the Super Bowl and how great that performance was, one of the most iconic things of the fact of that Super Bowl performance is that they zoom in to a billboard very far and he's dancing and doing whatever, and then he jumps off the billboard thinking that you're like, okay, he just jumped off the ledge, and then he pops out in the fucking middle of the stage, in the middle of the field, and just stands there, and people go nuts. I was like, that has got to be the best
I have
entrance
not-
ever.
I have not seen an artist, including Taylor Swift, who is apparently the biggest star right now. Okay, I have not seen that one artist where they have people getting taken out in droves because they're passing out.
Because they're passing out.
Guys, he turns his head at one point, and people start freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's
in the
all he
concert-
did.
They took
In
out.
the
He took
concerts,
off
they had
his
their
glasses.
own unit for people passed out.
He
Yes,
took off his
literally,
glasses like this,
literally,
and people were passing out
Yeah,
left and right.
like that's
It's
when I
crazy.
hear him like, oh, so and so's better, bigger than Michael. I'm like, no,
no,
no.
they want to argue. People want to argue that Beyonce is bigger than Michael. I was like, first of all,
absolutely.
not
No.
even close.
Hip wise, maybe.
Not even that. Not even close. I was like, no one could take off their glasses. If I take off my glasses in public, ain't nobody fucking passing out.
If he takes off his glasses in public, everybody.
Everyone passes out.
Everybody, there's a perfect scene in that movie. He's just buying toys. He has a hat on, glasses on. He's buying toys for the kids and everything like that. And in 2 seconds, 100 people showed up and are like, "Hey, can we get your autograph?" And even the bodyguard is like, "All
gonna
right,
be here all day, dude.
Stand
Like,
over there."
fuck, yeah.
Like, you have to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so powerful the impact that Michael Jackson had, not just on the music community, but in all communities, all like pretty much everywhere he was. He like, it reminds me so much of like another Michael Jordan. It's the same thing with every basketball player wants to be Michael. Every basketball player wants to be Michael. But if you talk to actual basketball players who are about it, who are about the game, who are not delusional, who are actually grounded, they'll look at you and be like, LeBron and Michael, you're dead serious though, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
you're
crazy.
dead serious? Like you're comparing, like you're super serious right now. That's wild. Like there's no way he would even be near him. And people say, well, why wouldn't he be near him? Because he couldn't even stand next to Kobe. And I'll put it to you this way. Chris Brown, Bruno Mars, even all those people are there, couldn't even stand next to Prince. How are they going to stand next to Michael?
Yeah, and Prince was acres and yards and years and millennia away from Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael.
But I think
Prince.
all those artists, though, if you genuinely ask them, they'd be like, "Whoa, don't put me in that category." Like, I'm not that.
That's
like,
what I
near.
respected about Chris Brown, because they asked him, they're like, "Well, you're gonna become the new Michael Jackson." He goes, "No." He goes, "Nothing like that." He goes, "Nothing
Not
like
even
that.
close.
Nothing like that." He goes, "I can't be close to that."
The fact that someone like Justin Bieber could be like, "Oh, I'm the new king of pop," it's so wild to even put yourself when the size shoe that you would have to fill is beyond anything you could comprehend.
In his defense, who knows? He was probably so fucked up. Like he was told to say that shit.
Yeah,
Because everything I've heard about him, like all the other stuff, it's like, oh yeah, you were legitimately just
It's
Yeah.
almost
a
as bad as
puppet.
Aaron
Like,
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
no, like
Dude.
basically the same
Shit.
story.
Aaron
yeah.
Carter's life is sad as
It's
fuck, bro.
horrible.
Didn't he die
Yes,
Yeah.
in a
That's
bathtub.
horrible.
in
Yeah.
a bathtub for real? No way.
Yeah.
Bro. He was one of the people that was supposed to be accusing Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, none of this. Like,
Yeah, he
as
told
a
his
kid,
mom, he was like,
"None
"That's
of this ever
embarrassing, dude."
happened."
Him
Yeah.
and Macaulay
Yeah, it's
Culkin were like,
embarrassing.
"What do you?" No, he used to take us away from those people to make
You know-
sure that they couldn't get
Yeah.
to us
'Cause he
because
was the
Michael
one-
would be in the fucking way.
Because he was the one that called Jeffrey Epstein and
Uh-huh.
devil. He's like, he's fucking Satan.
I
bro.
was
Michael
actually going to
Jackson was
bring
like,
that
he's a
up.
Satan.
Literally, there's emails and shit where he called Michael a liability because he keeps getting in the way.
Yeah, he doesn't like Jeffrey Epstein didn't like Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson was saving kids.
Yeah, he would be come over here, like,
Yeah.
and they tried to like again the allegations of he slept in the same room as other children, bro. His room was the size of your
that's the whole
3-bedroom
thing.
apartment.
Do you know that Macaulay Culkin when he was a
it was
kid?
the size of a house.
The size of
Like
a
it's
house?
a
His
house.
bodyguard,
Like, it's
bodyguard
not what
recently
you
came
think.
out and they interviewed him. They were like, "Well, how big was Michael's house?" And he goes, "You want to know the substantial amount of Michael's room?" He goes, "It's a mansion inside his room." It's like it's insane. He goes, Michael Jackson had an arcade. He had 3 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, and a panic room inside that room.
Let me tell you, you only have
Like-
3 bedrooms if you are too far from the other ones. If you are in one place in your room and you need 3 bedrooms because of distance issues, I could be in the same room and still be in a different zip code than the guy.
Yeah.
His actual like bed was upstairs too. Like it was in
Yeah.
a loft. It was not on the same floor.
No.
You would have to like go up there. Like
Yeah.
it's not because that's the thing. What got him in trouble is everyone's like, oh, when you think of that, you think of like a normal one. We're talking about different scale here.
Different
It's
scale.
not the
you
same
guys haven't
thing.
been rich enough to see that.
To understand his
To
room.
understand that.
Yeah, like,
and that's
that's
what
what-
Macaulay Culkin said. He goes, yeah, I slept in the same room as Michael. He goes, but you guys are just looking at it through one little fucking glass. He goes, you have to see the bigger picture. Michael Jackson's room has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and a fucking arcade. That's his fucking room. He goes, so yeah, I mean, I guess I slept in his room.
Yeah.
He goes, and I slept in his bed because he owned the motherfucking bed. Like, it's his bed.
It's his beds. Like,
Like-
what do you want me to do? But like, also, like, they were talking about like, oh, well, like, would he like sneak down to like see you and stuff? He's like, not really sneak. You could hear him coming down 3 flights of fucking stairs to his fucking bottom part of his bedroom. It's like, well, yeah,
That's one of the things that they like from any interview and stuff I keep seeing. They never mention that Michael basically every time invited the parents to stay with them. He didn't want them. He's
Yeah.
like, no, you guys can come too. It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
they'd be like, no, it's okay, and he's like, okay.
all right. Like,
which is crazy. Let me explain to you how crazy
As a
that
parent,
is.
I would never do that.
I'm an actual parent, right? And I'm not gonna let Danielle just go to a man's house. Like, it's not gonna happen.
No.
Okay, even if it's Michael Jackson, I still would be like, no, dude. Like, I'll go with.
Yeah, like I'll come with. Like, if we're gonna make a day out of this, like let's all.
Let's make a day out of
let's
it.
make
Let's make
out
a
of it.
day out
and
of
they
it.
could have stayed in the same room. They could have done all that. Like, that's where I'm like,
And
I
that's
don't think anything happened. But if
Uh-uh.
anything did, it's like, you let that happen.
not only that.
like-
You sold your children basically. Like, that's what that happened. And like Macaulay Culkin when he was young and Michael Jackson was getting accused, he wasn't able to stand trial. His dad didn't want to.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin's dad was like, no, I don't want you to testify.
Even Crispin Glover, who's like the poster boy for abuse victim in Hollywood, would tell everybody Michael's an angel.
Yeah.
Michael is the sweetest person I've ever met in my life.
Aaron Carter.
And he would literally point at the other guys in the same room and be like, "That's the guy. That's the motherfucker that did this shit. That's the one that did this. That's the one that did
Yeah.
this. That's the one that did this." And you guys are over here blaming Michael. Like there's literally an interview
Yeah.
of fucking George McFly saying that shit to people like, "Hey, bro, that's the guy behind the camera. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?"
Dude, Aaron Carter was like, Larry King had asked, I think it was Aaron Carter or, yeah, I think it was Aaron,
It was Aaron
Carter.
Carter.
And he goes, well, how did Michael treat you? He goes, nothing but hospitable. He goes, that was it. He goes, we played video games. We played hide and seek a few times. I don't know. He goes, he was a fucking kid. Like
he was so
no
he
one
had
believes,
no
no one
kid,
understands.
bro. He had no childhood. He was such a traumatized person that he had no childhood. So what are you gonna? Perfect example. Perfect example. Perfect example. Perfect example. When you have issues with your childhood, you become a fucking adult child. You become a guy who likes Yu-Gi-Oh, who likes fucking Pokemon, who likes Harry Potter,
Or DC.
or what?
Or DC.
Or DC for whatever reason. We don't know still. Marvel.
Why bother?
You like comic books. You do a bunch of silly shit. Bro, I recently thought, hey, maybe I should start skateboarding again. I'm fucking 33, dog. Like, let's be real. My joints can't handle it.
That's dope.
But
though. Skateboarding.
like
That'd be cool.
but when you not that I was depraved of a childhood or anything, but when you have such trauma in your childhood or you go through something really bad in your trauma in your childhood, you get stuck as a kid and you just grow up to become
A kid.
a big kid, a big
With
ass
adult
kid.
money.
and it's not a knock on everything. Like look at Tyler Factorio, like he plays Factorio.
Hey, that is
No,
a
no,
fucking
no.
learning.
You have no
game.
defense.
Don't-
That
Yeah,
is
no
a
defense.
learning game. Like we all have our libraries. We still all watch the same. Me and Andy still watch Friends. We still watch fucking Avatar. I literally sent Leaves from the Vine to the group chat, and people were like, "Hey man,
Why'd
like,
you ruin my day like that, though?
Like but it's what happens when you have that much trauma, and no one had more trauma than Michael.
Michael Jackson.
Look at the way
Exactly.
Joe Jackson treated him. He horribly abused him. His mother abandoned him. Yeah, they made her really sweet in the movie, and that's great. Which, by the way, that girl, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Lisa, and fucking Lisa from Friday, banging. She could still get it. I'll still clap them cheeks, bro. I don't even
That's
get
crazy.
it. Bro, black don't crack, dog.
Black don't crack.
She
is
looked great,
crazier.
dog. She looked
It's
great.
crazier.
She looks fucking amazing. I don't care what anybody says. But they made her so sweet in the movie, and in reality, she's not. She let Joe Jackson do all this shit. Like you're not innocent in this.
Not only
at
that-
least in my opinion.
Not only that, she let him rape Janet Latoya.
That's fucking
All of them,
wild, bro.
yeah.
That's fucking wild. That's
Like
fucking wild.
there's accounts where Joe Jackson would get done fucking the mom and walk to Latoya's room.
That's fucking wild. The fact that as a mother you can allow that is fucking
That's
insanity.
crazy to me.
That's so wild, dude.
It's crazy to me.
And-
I can't.
But there's a lot of apparently people like that just sell their kids out. They're like,
That's
oh
so
well,
wild,
hey,
bro.
I want to keep the lifestyle, so you're gonna have to take the bullet on this one.
Yeah, no, that's
bro.
fucking
And
insane.
Take a bullet with your own asshole, bro.
For real though, like, hold on. There's a song I'm looking up. Give me a second.
That's so wild, dude. I can't imagine anybody like. I can't imagine like now that you know the whole truth about Joe Jackson and about all the trauma that Michael Jackson went through and everything. You look back and you go, "Damn, bro, we were dicks to Michael.
Uh-huh.
Like we were assholes to Michael. Like we were all collectively as a population dicks
A
to Michael."
fucking dick.
I see that all the time where they're like, hey, after all the stuff that's come out, it's like we need to collectively say sorry.
We need to apologize
Well,
to Michael
It's
Jackson,
because,
bro.
like, if you don't know what happened to him, and most people didn't know what was going on with him, it looks bad.
Yeah.
And everyone lied, basically.
They really did. That guy that released that HBO documentary about Michael Jackson, bro, you are the most neediest, I need
Yeah.
attention, pick me person I've ever met in my fucking life, bro.
And he even
It's
said
so
that
wild.
all the people that were there that were talking shit about Michael Jackson in that documentary were like, "Oh, we just wanted money." It's like, dude, leave him a fuck
He's
alone,
dead, bro. Just leave him the fuck alone.
dude. That's
Like,
what
do you care?
they interviewed Jermaine. I think it was Jermaine, not too long ago. I think it was, or maybe Tito, one of the brothers. They interviewed him and they were like, "Well, how do you feel about the whole Jackson thing?" And he's like, "Dude, my brother's been dead. Let him rest. Like,
Let him
fuck
go,
me,
dog.
dude."
Like, let him fucking go. Like, who cares? Like, not who cares about Michael Jackson. Everyone cares about Michael Jackson. But let that shit go.
There has
He's
to
gone.
be. Look, even if he did it, even if he was
That's
a pedophile,
horrible. But he's gone now. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. It's horrible, but he already paid the price. He died.
What are you gonna do now?
Like,
what are you gonna do now?
That's good.
Like, you know what I mean? And if he did do and if let's say he did do it and you let him get away, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. 'Cause
Why
you
did
let
it
him
take
get
you?
away.
Why did it take you 30 years to come out and say Michael Jackson touched me? Like,
and even forget about that. Let's say he was really traumatized. He couldn't do it, or whatever. There was investigators in this case, FBI investigators, really good detectives. If he got away with it, it was you.
Yeah.
It was your fault. That was you. You did that. We've talked about this on Walking the Weird, where I always go ham on fucking cops. You have one chance. And if he really did do this, you blew that one fucking chance. And that's on you forever.
Yeah, you should feel bad about it.
And you should feel bad about it. In my opinion, I don't even think there was any evidence. I think that there was so much contradictory evidence that you're like,
You know,
No.
you want to know what the evidence was that they found?
what?
They released the whole thing. Most of it were like books and posters. One of them was, I think, a cover.
It was an art book, but a ton of people had this art
Yeah.
book. It was not like, oh, he had it with like he made a fucking binder or something. Like, no, it was really kind of fucked up.
You know what it was?
Popular art book.
It was an art book about kids having fun in summer.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
That's what the evidence was.
Don't tell me it was like those one that they sell in Michael's How to Draw. Like where they show you
No,
step by step.
no.
No.
It was like a
pictures
picture
and-
book. It was a
yeah.
picture of kids having fun
it's,
during
it's
summer.
from some famous at the time like
Artist, I think?
photographer.
Yeah, or
And that's what it
Oh.
was. And like that's how I know about it, because I was watching the thing about all this, and he's like, yeah, a bunch of famous people have this freaking art book. Like, you can still buy it. Like, it's not.
There's an art piece.
But
that
the fact that I had 3 boys with no shirts jumping into a pool.
bro,
It-
there's an art piece that literally sold for a few million called Vaginas. I'll let you guess what it's about.
Dicks.
Motorcycles.
It's literally like the clock picture where it's all melting, except it's all vaginas. It's like
That's all right.
But that was part of the evidence that they had found in Michael Jackson's house that was showing that he was being a
proved
pervert.
that he did. It's like
That proved that they were so certain that was gonna prove that he was a pedophile. I was like, so you're just dumb. That's
It's
what
like-
that is.
isn't that a picture of like isn't that from like this famous artist? He's like, who hasn't gotten that in the mail?
no, that literally that's what the defense was like. Yeah, probably half the people here that you brought up to say that he did things probably have the same art book.
It's like Springsteen Live. It's like everyone had that. Everyone got that in the mail with their AOL disc. Everyone got that. Everyone has it. I have it.
Do you want
I
to
was
hear
also
something?
saying
You want to hear something
what is
depressing
it,
though?
the Bono album or whatever?
Bo-
when you
yeah,
got,
the
when you got your
YouTube
iPad or your iPod.
How does dismantle an atomic bomb?
Dude, that
Yes.
that was crazy.
Which,
I
by
was
the
like, I
way-
don't like you two.
Hey, wait, hang on. Vertigo though hits hard.
Vertigo. Yeah.
I'll take Vertigo.
Do you want to know
I
something
love
sad
Vertigo.
about Michael Jackson though? So when the whole allegations happened and
The fact that it
everything
looks
like
like
that,
Miranda Cosgrove.
they had a search warrant. They didn't have a search warrant for his room. They had a search warrant to look through parts of his house. That's what the warrant said. Parts of your house, and it named certain parts.
Imagine
Okay,
here.
in Neverland, right? In Neverland Ranch, they were supposed to only go to, I think, his office, the kitchen, the bathroom, a couple of other rooms that he had, but not his main room, right? Because that was his room. Like, he didn't give consent. They couldn't get a warrant for his actual room, right? So they took him in cuffs and put him in jail for a little bit, right?
And then they raided his room.
And they raided all of his house.
Yeah.
It was so, Sean, when I tell you that it was so destroyed, not like ruffled up so you go destroyed, that Michael Jackson didn't even want to go back to Neverland. He was like, I can't go back. He goes, it's no longer my home. And he never went back. He let Neverland rot.
See, that's why you shouldn't live in California. You should live over here.
did
I'd
you-
love
did-
for them to try that with ARS 13411 and 13404. I would have shot
Did
bitches.
you
Just shot.
Andy, have you heard about the dude who built his like theater come out
No.
and talk about it? Where they're like, oh, because one of the people said that, oh, they did stuff in the theater and they did stuff in this room, and he's like, yeah, that's not how the theater is set up. You can't actually do that.
Can't do that.
Like,
Yes.
the doors, like there's some with the doors like, oh, he locked the door. He's like, yeah,
can't.
no, it's an actual theater. You can't lock the door that way. We're not allowed to in California. They have rules against this. We can't build that.
We can't
so,
build that.
And then they had pictures of it at, of course, like afterwards. And he's like, yeah, that's the same thing we installed. He didn't change the locks or
Yeah.
anything.
See,
Nothing.
imagine.
There was
Again-
an alarm. Tyler, in his mansion in Neverland Ranch, there was an alarm that the security guards had. Right, it was like a little brown mat, so it wasn't conspicuous, and no one knew where it was. They would step on it, it would shine an alarm, and Michael Jackson would have to barricade himself in the room because people were parachuting into his fucking house. Okay, Sean,
Yeah, but Taylor Swift is just as popular as
Right.
him. Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
parachuting, Sean, into his house. So they made an alarm so that way Michael Jackson knew to lock the doors and everything like that. Everyone was trying to turn it. That was the alarm to make sure that he never got caught with the kids. It's like, no.
All I'm saying is that if you lived in Arizona, you could just rig your room to blow. I don't know. I'm not saying cause violence to people. I'm just saying if you can't get a warrant, it becomes a crime, and I can blow you the fuck up.
Where's that day
I'm just saying.
that they searched his house? So they took him to jail, right? And Michael Jackson was like, "Hey, like I need to go to the restroom," and he was asking for like hours. "Hey, I need to go to the restroom really bad," and they don't know if it's the cops or if it was the prison inmate. Hold on, listen. They don't know if this what I'm about to tell you was the cops or was the prison inmates or anyone random. But
That was the cops.
The bathroom that they took Michael in was covered in shit completely.
That was the cops.
Right. And so they left him in there. He did his business and he was trying to get out. So the smell of shit is everywhere. And he's trying to get out. And they were like, "Oh, well, we'll give you 15 more minutes." And they left him there for about 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the cops.
Yeah.
That's the cops. And I hate to put this way, LAPD has paralyzed the guy, which was awarded $555 million. They've done that with Michael Jackson. They totally baffled the fucking Zodiac killer case. Yeah, the LAPD sucks, bro.
Yeah.
The LAPD is so much so that they made a joke about it in Rush Hour when Chris Tucker says, "My own mama is ashamed of me. She tell everybody I'm a drug dealer," and he's a fucking detective of the fucking LAPD. If your own mama says that you a drug dealer and you are a cop, just get out of the force, bro.
It depresses me because, like you said before, us as a collective, we're a piece of shit to Michael Jackson, who was, in my opinion, the greatest humanitarian that there probably is.
Yep. Yeah, and again, if he did all that stuff, you let him get away. That's
your problem.
That's your fault.
That's your
you
problem.
did that.
And look, and I'm not, and I'll say this even about the people that are out today. If you're a fan of like R. Kelly and all that shit or Diddy, right? If you were a fan of his music or anything like that, and they did what they did.
Yeah, they did.
Right? Don't like them as a person. Still like them as an artist.
Oh yeah, I still be blasting Remix to Ignition.
I told people people have asked me they're like, "Are you gonna still be a fan of Michael Jackson if all the shit comes out and he's a pedophile?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "He's still my idol, regardless of what he did."
Beat It has a new different meaning, but other than that, it's the same.
Right. Smooth Criminal is kind of fucking
that's wild now. That's a lot of Vaseline that did not need to be included.
Childhood, I mean,
hey,
whatever.
Stop, back up.
Whatever. I'm not gonna talk about it. Oh, by the way,
Slave to the Rhythm has a new adaptation.
Right. If you really want to hear a sad song about how weird Michael is, listen to Childhood. It's fucking depressing.
A lot of things with Michael Jackson have made me cry, so I'd rather not.
It's very, very depressing.
Like he's had a very sad childhood and a very sad life that it's like, you know what? We just need to let him go.
Yeah.
We just need to let it go.
That's why I said, like, if he's not alive, which I still think he is, if he's not alive, leave him be. Leave him be. Like, just fucking
leave him alone, bro. Although he's kind of a gangster.
In the words of the Beatless, let it be.
Oh, by the way, Beatles is owned by Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Which is why he's a gangster.
Do you know that he bought it in front of fucking Paul McCartney?
Yeah. It's because it's Paul McCartney.
Oh, okay.
Because Paul McCartney was in charge of it and he let his ego win. He said, how much would you sell the Beatles for? Well, you gave him a price. That's a verbal contract.
Did you know how much he actually paid Michael Jackson?
Like $60 million. I was like, for that, how much?
Beatles, not John Lennon.
Paul
McCartney said he would sell Beatles for 60 million. Michael Jackson paid him double.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
And then he fucking sent him like 120.
And he sent him like 120 million. He was like, there you go. I own the Beatles. In front of
Yikes, bro.
In front of Paul McCartney. That's crazy.
He opened his mouth.
Fucking crazy.
Don't mind your own business, otherwise you become other people's business.
The fact that he wanted to buy Marvel just to be Spider-Man is crazy too.
He should have bought DC. At least it would have been a better position.
Why? I mean, might as well just blend your money.
Same thing. That's the same thing.
The heavy breathing. The heavy breathing.
Bro,
it's muted when I did that, but you can tell.
The heavy breathing from Tyler's crazy.
Like, other than Supergirl's figure, what do you got?
You don't have even Henry Cavill anymore.
Yeah, that's another figure. You know what I mean?
For real though. Like, that's crazy.
You let him go to Netflix on The Witcher, bro. Stop.
And they kicked him off of The Witcher, which is crazy.
And then they kicked him off The Witcher. It's like, y'all just fumbling every bag.
I'm tired of defending them.
I
I can't do it anymore. What am I gonna say?
I have no respect for any streaming services. Henry Cavill was a prize, and he was up in the air like, and y'all just said, "Nah, let him touch the ground, dude. Let this ball be dead."
What's sad about what Tyler just said is that he can't defend him anymore, which is fact, right? Which is 100% fact. But it saddens me because like that's his shit though. Like,
Oh, by the way, I thought of
I
another.
never even got good ones.
you had Christian Bale?
Oh no! It's since after that,
Oh yeah.
those don't count.
Yeah,
I
That's the end.
refuse to count them.
That's the end.
yeah.
I even like the Batman, but that has problems too. I hope the Batman 2 is good, but there's nothing else.
You know what I think you would like? The Joker 2.
You can get fucked, Andy.
You can get fucked. What was it
The
called?
musical.
What was it called?
Joker 2.
No, but what is it called? Like,
Joker, like Fella Do or whatever.
Fella Do or something like that.
Yeah.
He would like that. I feel like he would like
Bro.
that. It perfectly wraps up what DC is.
It
Like,
literally
if you
would.
ever make me watch that movie, I just know I'm gonna re-break your fucking nose.
that's fine.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine if someone released Batman the musical? Would you kill him?
For Gotham.
No. It has to be. I've sent you this. It has to be the Indian Batman.
You need to stop.
Hey, they were passionate about what they were
Yeah,
doing.
they did
the
a good
Bollywood Batman,
They did a good job.
they were in it. Like
They
it
were there.
looks stupid, but in their culture, that's great.
Look, it may look stupid. They still did better than DC.
Yeah, it's way better than DC.
They care more about it.
They care. I'm just saying. Like,
Andy, I sent it to you, right?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
no, they
No,
care.
they
They
were
portrayed
in
Batman the best.
the best.
They were in it. They were in
Most
a
accurate.
cave. They had the whole bat suit.
They had a dance number, which is pretty cool.
It's
Like
Bollywood. I don't know what you want.
Yeah,
Like, it's Bollywood.
and
It
they
comes
still
with
did
it.
a better job than DC.
that's
so
crazy.
that's wild. But what was your rating? 10?
That was a 10.
Yeah, of
Straight
course.
up 10. That is my number one favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, I like that movie too.
I'm gonna buy it.
It was good. It's worth owning,
Yeah.
even though Big Brother's not letting us own anything anymore.
Really?
But we'll talk about that later.
All right.
All right.
That was Michael Jackson, y'all. I appreciate you coming to Torn Reels. Bye bye.
See you guys.